It's week 2 of the NFL, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Colts and the Packers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Love looking to pass on the first play. Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 39-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Packers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
2nd and 6.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick slant to Watson. And he's going to have a Packers first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Back to the running game with Jacobs. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Love, they go play action now. Looking deep here for Doubs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Packers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Got Doubs over the middle, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Love. Able to get away, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Multiple
players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Love. And it's caught. Now we'll get a timeout as they tend to an injured player, and looks like that's their receiver, Christian Watson. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun. Love. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Bo Melton. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Colts heading out for the first time behind their 22-year-old quarterback in his 2nd season now in the NFL, Anthony Richardson.
And we're talking about an uber-talented young quarterback, finally healthy after suffering a setback a season ago. Obviously, you'd love to have him on the field, but the time away may have been a blessing in disguise in terms of long-term development. And if you ask anyone around the Indianapolis camp, make no mistake about it, they have lofty expectations of this young man, and he is a big, big player in the Colts' future.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Taylor. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
at their 49-yard line.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw now. Here's Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A stoppage here following the play, and it looks like Josh Jacobs was shaken up and in need of some assistance. Love looking to throw it. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's Richardson to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Forced out to his left. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Lucas Van Ness getting 3 there to bring him down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Love now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing. Love. And that's incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Escaping the pressure right. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Colts pick it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Richardson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. He gets away from 1. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. This defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Richardson out of the shotgun. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line.
And the Colts 1st down.
Richardson to throw off play action. This pass caught. It's Woods. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
First down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Alec Pierce, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Love from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Love. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert it.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Packers offense set to go. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will, 1st and 10. Following the interception, Love. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the Colts 10-yard line.
Back to throw. Love throwing middle, and it's complete. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Complete to Jaden Reed. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Looking to throw. Love. Touchdown, Packers! From 6 yards away, and the Packers have taken the lead. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Richardson looking to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So here are the Packers now to take over. They were victorious a week ago over Philadelphia. They lead here as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Love. That's complete to Dobbs.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Play fake. Here's Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
And Taylor going to pick up the Colts first down as he'll get this to the 26-yard line. Now Richardson. Pass out left, caught by Woods.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
From the 35, here's second down and 1. They go play action with Richardson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Holding. Offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
Second down.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They give to Sermon out of the gun.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now second and 4 after the penalty.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Richardson.
And that is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4.
And they will take over first and 10.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. First and 10 as this new drive starts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Now Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Love.
Completes it again to Dobbs.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
4 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Love. That's complete to Wicks. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Packers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
In motion, the tight end. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Lloyd, he's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Can we just take that run and turn it into kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
To throw now. Here's Love.
That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And he's going to have a Packers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Love looking to throw it.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Up the middle they go. It's Lloyd, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down.
For the Packers field goal, a 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And able to get this out to the 25. Now it's Richardson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He'll get this one to Pittman.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Richardson looking to throw this. He'll leave that underneath to Sermon. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Rolling, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Straight ahead, it's Sermon.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Love now. They'll set up a screen for Dillon. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see them drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing. Love. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Love. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where you see the final score there. Jared Goff. 3 touchdown passes as his guys move to 2-0 on the young season. It was the Packers' leading man, quarterback Jordan Love, who turned in a solid performance in that first half. He came out of the gate smoking hot with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes to help steer his guys towards this halftime lead.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now a handoff, Taylor with it. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Richardson looking to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Packers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Throwing to start the drive. Love throwing the out route and complete. That's Reed. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 25-yard line.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Love. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On the out route, Dobbs brings it in.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Ooh, with a juke.
Rodney Thomas gets to him for the stop.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
He gets that one complete to Wicks. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Richardson off the play fake. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Richardson. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Following the interception, Love firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
Looking to throw. Love. This is caught. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. But that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And the Colts first down.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 46, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Back to throw. Richardson.
A short one there, caught by Granson.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On, fighting through it, he's got space. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Encroachment, defense.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Still first down.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Looking to throw. Richardson flushed out right. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Anthony Richardson.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Colts 14.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Brings up 3rd down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
On now is the Packers punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
The Colts offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
First down, Colts.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Alec Pierce, the intended receiver,
but it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw again.
caught by Woods.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
Shifts past him at the 45. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. But they can thank their defense for another stop, and now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent, because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down, and of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Colts 36.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Love. That is caught. Touchdown. Jaden Reed from 17 yards out. And the Packers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Automatic first down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
A short one there, caught by Granson.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to the air with Richardson.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. Down inside the 40.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Slot man moves right. Off the play fake, Love. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Indy set to go on offense once more. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now it's Richardson. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Richardson working from the gun. Connecting over the middle with Downs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Richardson yet again. Tries the right side, finding Woods here.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Richardson looking to throw.
Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Again, it's Richardson. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 2.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Love with a give to Dillon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
That's another Green Bay Packer. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Dillon will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So a win here for the Packers, and it was thanks in part to their man under center, their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, I thought he was brilliant today, Brandon. He had 4 touchdown passes, and it felt like whatever the defense threw at him, he had a counter. He was just playing with confidence all afternoon long.
So for the Packers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.